Origins of the Mahabharata. The Mahabharata is one of the most important and longest epics ever written, and it holds a special place in the hearts of millions. The story is filled with tales of heroism, divine interventions, complex family relationships, and deep moral lessons. But before we dive into the story itself, let's explore who wrote it, how it came to be, and who narrated it. The Mahabharata was written by a great sage named Vyasa. Vyasa was a wise and learned man, known for his deep knowledge and understanding of the world. Vyasa was not just an ordinary person, he was a rishi, a sage with great spiritual powers and wisdom. In fact, Vyasa was considered one of the 7 Chiranjeevis, which means immortals in Hindu tradition. From a young age, Vyasa showed signs of being a great sage. He had an extraordinary memory and could recall anything he read or heard. He was deeply dedicated to his spiritual practices and spent many years in meditation and study, acquiring vast knowledge about the Vedas, the ancient scriptures of India. Vyasa's wisdom was unmatched, and people from all over came to seek his guidance and blessings. Now, let's talk about how the Mahabharata was written. The story of the Mahabharata was so vast and complex that Vyasa knew it needed to be written down carefully. He wanted the story to be preserved for future generations so that they could learn from the great lessons it contained. But writing such a monumental epic was not an easy task, especially since it was the longest poem ever written, with over 100,000 verses. Vyasa realized that he needed help to write the Mahabharata, so he prayed to the gods for assistance. His prayers were answered by Lord Brahma, the creator of the universe, who advised Vyasa to seek the help of Lord Ganesha, the god of wisdom and learning. Lord Ganesha is known for his elephant head, which symbolizes his immense wisdom and his role as the remover of obstacles. When Vyasa approached Lord Ganesha and asked for his help, Ganesha agreed, but he had one condition. He said, "I will write down the Mahabharata for you, but you must narrate the story without stopping. If you pause, I will stop writing." Vyasa agreed to this condition, but he also had a condition of his own. He said, "You must understand the meaning of each verse before you write it down." Ganesha smiled and agreed. And so Vyasa began to narrate the story of the Mahabharata, and Ganesha started writing it down. The process was long and required deep concentration and understanding. Vyasa narrated the story with such detail and clarity that Ganesha had no trouble writing it down. The Mahabharata is not just a story, it is a treasure trove of knowledge, covering various aspects of life, such as dharma duty, artha wealth, kama desire, and moksha liberation. It is said that whatever is here may be found elsewhere, but what is not here cannot be found anywhere. This means that the Mahabharata contains teachings and wisdom that are relevant to every aspect of life. The epic was composed in Sanskrit, the ancient language of India, and it has been passed down through generations. Vyasa's narration was so powerful and captivating that it has been retold and remembered for thousands of years. The story is vast, covering the history of the Kuru dynasty, the great war of Kurukshetra, the heroic deeds of the Pandavas, the wisdom of Lord Krishna, and much more. As we begin this journey into the Mahabharata, it's important to remember that this epic is more than just a tale of war and conflict. It is a story of human emotions, moral dilemmas, and the eternal struggle between good and evil. It teaches us about the importance of righteousness, the consequences of our actions, and the power of devotion and faith. In the next part, we will begin with the story of King Shantanu. It will be more interesting. Thanks for watching.